So is it difficult? Is it easy? It is not that. It is just the priority. How important is it? If you become like that, without knowing this, I cannot live. If that is how important it becomes, then it's not difficult, it's very close. Because people are off and on, off and on, off and on, it seems to be a long way. Moon is coming up, who cares? What you're thinking, what you're feeling is more important. It doesn't matter. The galaxies are blossoming right now. Who cares? What I think and feel is more important. My thought and my emotion is more important than all this. So when you have such a skewed attention span towards life, realization itself looks like a tremendous achievement. So if you want to be realized and still walk around, you can be around, but you can't walk around. If you want to walk around, then you must know all the nuts and bolts of life and the life-making material. You must know the mechanics of the system, then you can know how to anchor yourself to it. Otherwise, realization normally spells that you don't stay with the body.
Why should I work towards, or why should I attain mukti and get myself liberated from birth?
Do you see that you seem to be, you're not dead sure about it, but you seem to be something more than this body and this mind? You're not sure, but it seems like that, isn't it? So would you like to know what it is? Why should I know? Well, you feel like that till life knocks you upon your head. Suppose you have to die next moment. You'll die one day, do you know this? Huh? You will die one day. I am not wishing. You will anyway die. I'll bless you with a long life, but still you will die. With my blessing, without my blessing, you will still die. Is it okay? Is it okay? You will die. Suppose that death is next moment. Will you go joyfully? Now, why should I liberate myself? This is not my idea or your idea. The life within you is always longing to go beyond limitations. Whatever is your present limitation, liberate yourself from that. Whatever your present compulsion, liberate yourself from that. You will notice there's a next level of compulsions. You liberate yourself from that, you will notice a next level of compulsion. If you liberate yourself continuously like this, some point there must be a point where there is no other compulsion within you, isn't it? Is it your desire to live in limitations and compulsions? You can settle for it because you don't have the energy to go. You may say, this is okay. If I just lock you up in this hall, if you're tired and sick, you'll say, Sadhguru, just 2 meals a day if you give me, I don't mind, I will sleep here only, no problem. But if you're young and energetic, no, you want to do something, you want to dig through the earth and go away. Yes or no? If you lost all enthusiasm and energy for life, you will say, Sadhguru, throw some food at me, I will just sleep here for the rest of my life. I don't want liberation, I don't want nothing. I don't want to step out on the street, just give me some food, I will sleep here, lie down here and die. That is if you lost it all. If life is throbbing within you, you are not willing to settle for that, isn't it? Yes or no? So if life is throbbing within you, you are not willing to live within any limitation or any compulsion, it doesn't matter how pleasant it is. If I decorate this very good and give you good food, don't go anywhere, you will be locked right here. Very good food, well-decorated space, you can't go anywhere. Will you stay here? No. If you are sick and tired, you will stay. If you are alive and energetic, you will not stay, isn't it? That's all it is. If you're alive and energetic, liberation is a natural longing. If you're sick and tired,
Limitations are okay, as long as somebody gives me something, I'll hang around and go. Doesn't matter, there's one more life or no more life. Is it not important that you go beyond your limitations and your compulsions? This is not somebody's concept, this is the longing of every life. Either it finds conscious expression or unconscious expression, that's all the choice you have. You have no choice to decide whether I want to be free or not. You have no choice whether I want liberation or not. You anyway long for it. If you long for it consciously, it may find fulfillment. If you long for it unconsciously, you will do all kinds of freaky things. In the name of freedom, you will get drunk, in the name of freedom, you will do drugs, in the name of freedom, you will jump off the mountain and smash yourself. People have done all these things in pursuit of freedom, haven't they? Yes or no? But if you do it consciously, you may find fulfillment. If you do it unconsciously, you may just get lost in the process. I'm just talking about doing your life consciously. I'm not talking about doing something else. I'm just talking about doing the same life process as consciously as possible. Because if you do it consciously, it'll find fulfillment.
My question is regarding Mukti. I'm not understanding what we are taking when we ask for Mukti.
Do you drink coffee every morning?
Yeah, yes.
Suppose you can wake up in the morning and without coffee you can still be very alive,
Yes.
one level of mukti. Similarly, there are many compulsions. Once you have come with a physical form, there are many compulsions. Some have multiplied their compulsions, some have subtracted their compulsions and brought it to the minimum. Compulsion means just this. Compulsion means something else rules you. But one thing that human being values most is freedom, isn't it? See, 20% of our time, resource and energies are spent in the prisons, both in Tamil Nadu and United States. If you go into the prison, actually it is a more disciplined society than the society you're seeing outside, and more efficient society, because food comes bang on time, never late. Somebody opens the door for you, closes for you, somebody turns on the light for you, switches it off for you. It's actually very efficient. If you know, if you're very meditative, it's just great. This is what we have done to the prison. Now you see in Coimbatore Central Prison, you come and see, for 136 years of its history, every day there used to be somebody in the solitary imprisonment because of the mischief that they do inside the prison. But after we did these simple programs there, for many months nobody went into it. And in United States, if you look at it, even in this prison, even in Indian prisons, their nourishment levels are better in the prison than outside for most of them. Their discipline is better, they're well exercised, they are strong, agile, everything. Only thing is, if you walk into the prison, there is pain in the air. I've never gone into the prison and come out without tears in my eyes, because there is just pain in the air. That's how important human freedom is. Most people may not be going anywhere, even in their house, they may not be going. But the simple thing that they are bolting the door, not somebody else, that's how much of a difference it makes. That's how important it is to be free. So this is the highest value. So, you know, in this culture, everything is built in. 2 days in a month you're not supposed to eat so that the compulsiveness of food will go away. 1 day or actually 12 days in a year you're not supposed to sleep, so the compulsiveness sleep will go away. Like this, many things have been built in which we are just throwing it away without understanding anything about it. Today, after billion-dollar research happens and they come back to us, now they'll tell us, oh yes, 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 this is a great research. We have looked at life and said, this is the way to exist. Various levels of compulsions. Start working one at a time, become free, become free, become free. See, when you want to become free, toying with the idea of freedom is no good. What is binding you, that's what you need to break, isn't it? Huh?
Yes.
So what is binding you, what is compulsive in your life, that's what you need to attend to. Freedom is a fanciful idea. It will make you lala in your head, it's no good. What is binding you, if you work on that, if you get rid of it, you become free. If there is a next level of binding, let's break that. If there is a next level of binding, we'll break that. If you break all levels of… if you go on breaking one at a time, someday you will break all of them, isn't it so?
Yes.
Or you think it's infinite binding? No.
No.
Bondage cannot be infinite, freedom can be infinite, isn't it?
Always, we have never referred to as enlightenment as an accomplishment. We have never referred to enlightenment as some kind of an achievement. It is only a realization. Realization means what? Something that's already there, you only saw it today. You were just dumb, you're right here, you didn't see it all your life, suddenly one day you saw it. This is realization. This is not a discovery, this is not an invention, this is not an achievement, this is not any kind of attainment, this is just a realization. So realization doesn't need any knowledge, it just takes eyes to see, that's all. You don't have to have knowledge about this tree to see it and know that it's there. You just see it. If you see it, absolutely see it, without any interruption of thought, emotion, ideologies, belief systems, simply you saw it the way it is in its entirety, this is realization. Now we're not even talking about a tree, we're just talking about ourselves, we just realized something about ourselves. It's the dumbest thing. But even the dumb thing doesn't happen to everybody. They're dumber than that. They're striving hard to see that it doesn't happen because they have enshrined their thoughts, they have enshrined their emotions, they have enshrined their ideologies, they have enshrined their belief systems, they have enshrined everything that is not true. So truth won't happen to them, that's all. When you say a thought, it is something that you concocted in your mind, yes? When you say emotion, it is something that you concocted within you. An ideology, maybe 10 of you together did it. A belief system, maybe you have 1,000,000 people with you, but you made it up. When you are giving such significance to things that you made up, things that are, things that which is the making of the Creator, not available to you because you're too busy with your own creation. Your petty creation has become larger than this grand creation which you can't figure anything about. Somewhere, your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own ideas, please see they've become far more important than any other cosmic phenomena that's happening right now. Moon is coming up, who cares? What you're thinking, what you're feeling is more important. It doesn't matter. The galaxies are blossoming right now. Who cares? What I think and feel is more important. My thought and my emotion is more important than all this. So when you have such a skewed attention span towards life, realization itself looks like a tremendous achievement. So if realization happens without the necessary fundamentals, then naturally, holding on to the body will not happen. The body and the being are bound to come apart because the realization is just that you realized that what you thought as you is not really you, it's a piece of earth. And what is you is something else, and it has no business with this actually. So if you want to be realized and still walk around, you can be around, but you can't walk around. If you want to walk around, then you must know all the nuts and bolts of life and the life-making material. You must know the mechanics of the system, then you can know how to anchor yourself to it. Otherwise, realization normally spells that you don't stay with the body. It doesn't matter really to yourself, but it matters to others. If a realized being can walk around, there are many things that can be done. If 10,000 realized beings walked around on this planet, everything would be done, everything. The right way, the way it's best for life on this planet. We're striving. We're working. So how do you acquire this knowledge? That takes time and striving. Knowledge will not happen in a moment. Realization can happen in a moment. Knowledge will not happen in a moment. Any knowledge will not happen in a moment. One has to strive, one has to invest their lives into it, otherwise it'll not happen. Conditional investment is what I mostly get. Very few people are unconditional investment. Others are all conditional investors. Yes, Sadhguru, I want to do it, but… By the time we kick the butt out, life gets over. There are very few people, no buts. They're just here and that's it. With them we'll build knowledge. In some way, not the real thing, at least what happens around, what are the benefits if one reaches a certain state of consciousness. There is nobody in the world who doesn't want it. There's nobody, everybody will want it. But the thing is, nobody wants to walk the path. Nobody wants to do what is needed to be done, but they want to be there. When I say you have to walk the path, is it so far away, is it so hard that you have to get there with great difficulty? No. For what is within, where is the path? It's right here. But to turn you around, there is a method, there is a process. What is working against you is just things that work for your well-being, actually. Your own mind, your own body, this is what turns against you when you seek something beyond it. From inside they'll turn against you in so many ways. So is it difficult, is it easy? It is not that. It is just a priority. How important is it? If you become like that, without knowing this, I cannot live. If that is how important it becomes, then it's not difficult, it's very close. Because people are off and on, off and on, off and on, it seems to be a long way. Anything is like this. Suppose, let's say you have to cook something, let's say you have to bake a cake or you want to cook some rice. You turn on the stove, turn off the stove, turn on the stove, turn off the stove. It's a long process. And of course, dinner won't happen. So this is the story of majority of the spiritual seekers. They're off and on and off and on and off and on. Oh, does it mean to say I must be only here, there? That's not it. The priority should not shift. The priority is set, slowly everything within you will slowly organize itself in that direction. Because the priority is shifting, this life does not know which way to go, it's just confused. Every 2 minutes if you change the destination on the GPS, for sure it does not know where to go, isn't it? So this is what is happening in most people. This is why spiritual path seems to be arduous, long, impossible, unattainable, all these things, simply because people are shifting priorities all the time.